Hey guys, good morning. I'm Rahul and welcome to my channel. I've come to the outskirts of Pune today to try and photograph brown fish owls. So there are two adults and two juveniles here. These adults have been nesting here for at least 7 years and they've been raising 2 or 3 chicks every year consistently, which is a huge thing for these larger birds. I won't be able to share the location I'm at today because of safety reasons. There are very few of them left in the wild, and these two are a prolific couple who are reproducing at a very good rate and helping the population sustain itself. There are lots of threats to owls in India, the most prominent being people's superstitions. Every year, many of them are hunted and sacrificed for black magic rituals for supposedly wealth and knowledge, which is all stupid. Of the two adults here, the male has just one eye and has been with that injury for at least 5 years now that I have known. He's still able to hunt very well, and his primary source of food here is frogs. He loves hunting frogs, and a lot of people have seen him with frog kills and such. This is the third time I'm coming to visit these owls this year. Over the last 2 weeks, I've come multiple times, and this will probably be the last, which is why I'm recording the video right now. The chicks are fledged and they are almost ready to start hunting by themselves, which means the adults will be leaving the nest soon, and the chicks will also go around and find their own territory to hunt in. It has been absolutely beautiful seeing these guys fly around, take care of each other, preen, and yeah. Sad part is they are getting constantly mobbed by crows everywhere. But thankfully these owls are quite large and the crows aren't that brave enough to go and attack them directly. Now let's go see them. The first time I visited the owls, they were still in the nest. It was in the middle of the rock face and the entrance was partly covered by dried grass. The yellow grass is the perfect camouflage for the chicks who have lighter plumage compared to the adults. As you can see here, the nest is quite hard to spot if you don't know what to look for. And the place we were standing was one of the few angles of view into the nest. From above, a small overhang covers the chicks, and from any other side, the grass and the terrain makes it almost impossible to see in. The older chick you see here is hungry, and the mother immediately picks up a frog to feed the baby. Thankfully, we reached the place just after sunrise and were lucky enough to see this truly magical moment. The other chick is not as active as the older one. I had to look hard to find an angle where I can see into the nest and see this little one. The next time we visited the owls a week later, one of the chicks had fledged and left the nest to rest in the tree just above the nest area. The mum, however, was just coming back to the nest from hunting, but without any prey in her talons. It is surprising to see the mum leaving the nest for long periods of time while there is a chick still inside, but apparently they are safe enough in the nest for prolonged periods. And I am sure that the mother will need to stretch her wings after looking after the chicks all day for weeks. Her camouflage is excellent. Unless I had seen where she landed, I would not be able to find her at all. You can try and find her in the next image that's coming up. Pause and zoom to see if you can find her. Mobbing by crows and other small birds is a huge risk to owls, especially when they have juveniles near. They constantly need to be alert and this drains their energy. They sometimes suffer terrible injuries when one of the birds do decide to attack. Most of the time, however, the crows just threaten them. The mother here does not pay them any heed and is not at all worried for herself. The crows are far too small and weak to actually try and attack her. The chicks usually try to be still and hide in the leaves. However, it's scared by the constant cawing and flying. But not to worry, Mum is here and the crows won't dare attack. The younger chick is still in the nest. It's not ready to fly out yet and is hidden from the crows in the safety of the rocks and grass. The adult male, or old one-eye as we took to calling him in the days we spent there, lost an eye at least 5 years ago, but is still able to hunt well and feed his family. Owls are heavily dependent on their sight and hearing for survival, and it's quite heartening to see that old one-eye is still going strong. One-eye is quite shy compared to the mum. He flies away as soon as the sun rises and hides from all birds and people. Rightfully so. He is not fully equipped to handle attacks anymore. While most mobbing events don't result in actual attacks, one-eye is proof that sometimes fights do occur, and these owls are at risk of injuries. A few days after the last visit, we finally got to see the owls preening. Clean feathers mean that they will be able to fly and hunt better and get more food for the fledglings. Especially for the mother, cleaning is very important. She hunts frogs and lizards and sometimes has to jump in the water to catch food. Wet feathers need to be cleaned well and preen oil needs to be spread for waterproofing. While she is busy cleaning, the older chick gets a tiny bit excited and jumps on her while trying to help her out. A week later, we saw more changes. The crows aren't bothering them as much anymore, and when the parents are sleepy, the chicks are still awake, curious, and alert. These chicks can now be called fledglings since they have fledged the nest and are semi-independent. I was lucky enough to find a place where I could clearly see the fledgling. The lighter feathers make it much clearer which is the younger bird. The parents leave them for longer durations and almost fully during the day, while the chicks try their best to hide in the leaves and stay out of sight of the crows. The last few days we visited, the parents were rarely seen near the chicks. After much searching, we found the mum on the other side of the road, hiding from the sunlight and any unwanted attention from photographers who had started to throng the location. It's satisfying to see that she's successfully raised two more chicks and can finally relax and rest. It's late morning now, around 8 o'clock, and the owls have gone and hidden themselves in the trees. I can barely see them there. They are hiding primarily to escape the heat as well as to hide from the crows, miners, and other birds which are mobbing them constantly. I hope to see them again next year, and if I do see, you will definitely know. I will make a video of it and post it. This video I will be posting as soon as the owls leave this place. I don't want to bring in new people to disturb them, so I'll be posting it a little later so that the owls aren't disturbed any more than they already are right now. Well, good luck to them. See you.